While the time is finally upon us, Watches and Wonders 2024 is here. So today we're going to be talking about our highlights from Watches and Wonders 2024, and of course we need to start with the biggest release, and that is with Rolex. We predicted that they would introduce a new GMT model with the black and gray bezel. This is something that we predicted based on what we saw last year when they introduced this two-tone variation, so you can now get a steel GMT Master II with the black and gray bezel. Now, the interesting thing is that a lot of people were predicting that this would also mean the discontinuation of the Batman and the Pepsi. But as of the 9th of April 2024, the two are still showing up on Rolex's site. But if you can't find them, then we still have both of them here. So you'll be able to find a Batman or a Pepsi even if they do discontinue it. But till now, at least, the main thing is that they've introduced the new black and gray ceramic bezel on the steel version. Moving on to what perhaps maybe isn't the biggest release in terms of hype, but it has to be one of the biggest releases in terms of sheer size, and that is that Rolex introduced a Sea Dweller in full yellow gold. Now, this is a continuation on what we saw in 2019 when they introduced the two-tone version of the Sea Dweller. And back when they released that, most people were confused as well as to what the point or what the positioning of it was. But at the end of the day, it must have worked out for Rolex because they've now introduced a full yellow gold version as something that can now compete against the full yellow gold Submariner. But of course, Watches and Wonders is not just the Rolex show. There were tons of other new releases, so we're also going to cover a few of them from Tudor and Tag Heuer. After years of people asking for the Black Bay 58 dimensions to translate into the Black Bay GMT, we've now seen it. Tudor introduced a Black Bay GMT with a black and red bezel, gilt styling, and most importantly, they have that smaller diameter case size and the slimmer case size. This is a huge move for Tudor because it shows that they're continuing their efforts of thinning out their cases, making more accessible watches in terms of wrist size, while still offering that Tudor build quality and that nice vintagey feel. This is a natural progression from what we first saw in 2018 when they introduced the Black Bay GMT in Pepsi variation with 41mm. Now you have a Black Bay 58 that features a GMT complication, and we can see that the same way they've expanded the 41mm versions, they'll probably now expand the 58 GMTs as well. But it wasn't just the GMT that got an expansion, we also saw the introduction of a full yellow gold bracelet on the Black Bay 58. Now in 2021, when they introduced this, the full yellow gold case for the Black Bay 58, again it was a sign that Tudor was perhaps ready to take that next step into the more luxury side of things, very much mirroring the history of Rolex. Unfortunately this year, so far at least, they haven't introduced a new chronograph. It's possible that will come next year, but that was one prediction that we were confident in, but didn't actually come true. And then last but not least, we have Tag Heuer. In 2023 and 2024, we saw them do tons of introductions on their new 39mm case size for the Carrera, pushing those more vintage evocative hues with models like this, the Skipper, and also the glass box with the reverse Panda dial. But now they've introduced a Panda dial for the Carrera 39. Definitely a great introduction from Tag Heuer as they expand again on these more vintage evocative Carreras, clearly leaning into their heritage and being very aware that smaller case sizes are getting more and more popular. But that's just a quick overview of the new releases from Watches and Wonders 24. Let us know in the comments below which was your favorite new release. Which one are you going to be adding to your collection in 2024? We'd love to know your thoughts. Of course, if you like this video, make sure you like it and share it. If you want to see more videos about watches, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell as well so you know when the next video comes out. All the watches on the table today are available for sale, so make sure you check the links in the description below. And if you want to see more Rolex, Tudor, or Tag Heuer content, then check out all of our playlists for more on those brands. But thanks for joining us on our reactions to Watches and Wonders 2024, and we'll catch you on the next video.